We look real chocolatey.
Don't we?
Because we're chocolatey.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hit that button right
Oh,
there.
wait a minute.
The middle one? Yeah. Hit the
This
middle.
one?
Yeah, that's the one. I think that's on.
No.
I don't know. Hey, everyone.
Hi, guys.
No, hit that.
All right, guys. So we're on Facebook Live.
We're on Instagram TV.
And YouTube. Hold on.
Yeah, and YouTube.
Wait
yeah,
a
hit that
second.
button right there, love. There you go.
Which one? This one?
Yeah,
babe?
hit that one right there.
Oh.
Now, hit the thing up top.
Hi, sister.
Hit the thing up top. Yep, hit that one. Now go to the live.
Okay.
Now
so we're trying to get ourselves. Hi, Tammy. Oh, I miss you guys so
Tammy.
much.
Just tap once.
What? Oh, okay. All right. So we're on live on Instagram. I'm so excited.
Hey, we're on
IGTV live. Sorry. He's embarrassed. I always do this. Okay. Beautiful people. Come on in, everybody. We're so glad.
I got a new mug.
Hey, we have our mugs. We have water. We've been really, we have not been drinking anything else but water. And I do have, I'm not going to tell a tale. I like my coffee, and at the end of the day, I love my tea.
Else
but water. And usually it's me when
my bad.
I go on trying to share it. All right, so can you guys do us a huge favor?
Yeah,
really,
please.
really big. Hi there. How are you on Instagram? Hi,
we are coming live on Facebook Live and Instagram.
Yes. All right. So we need you guys to do us a huge favor.
Like and share.
Yes.
Like and share.
All right.
Now let's see. Matter of fact, did I put that on Do Not Disturb? Well, we'll find out.
I know.
But we are just trying to get this all situated. All right, that one's good. Situated. So how you guys doing?
I know. Just so you know, some of you all may not know who we are, so we want to introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Ed.
I'm Angel,
and we're the Coopers certified life coaches.
We're your friends. We're like your aunties, your uncles, your mama, your papas. You know that old school couple that
we're the ones who come over and borrow sugar from you when we need sugar and some creamer for the coffee.
When have we ever done that?
I don't know. We're gonna start.
Guys. This is us, and I can't even apologize, but this is definitely how it is, and it has been.
Listen, she's been like this. I don't know. You know, it's. I just don't know, baby.
This is what happens after being together after 28 years, guys.
Yes, we celebrated our 28th year wedding anniversary. We celebrated that on when was that? Oh, the 20th, September 20th. I forgot. So much stuff coming at me. Oh, it's all coming at me right now.
We survived. You know, we're here. Yes. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy said we can come over anytime to get sugar. Thank you. So we're the Coopers, and we're back.
Hello, Joy. How you doing?
Hi, Joy.
On Instagram.
Hi, Instagram. Hi. Yeah, we're back. Actually, we've never left. We just had to listen. Can we just talk about it?
Yeah, please. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. So we used to come on every
Wednesday night at 9 o'clock.
All right.
We chose 9 because the kids. We talk about adult subjects sometime and want the kids to be asleep.
It is still rated PG.
We don't talk about that outrageous.
Right, but we really do. We like to keep it real, transparent, and honest with you all to give you some tips on how you can survive and be together as long as we have.
Especially dealing with me.
Especially dealing with
Darnell, how you doing?
Hi, Darnell. How are you? Yes, I love you. Oh, my gosh. So we made it.
Yes, we did.
We made it 28 years.
With if you count dating, that's 30.
That's 30 years.
That's 30 years.
Oh, my gosh.
But yes, I love the fact that, we want to say hello. We want to say thank you guys. We're back. We haven't really left. A lot of stuff has been going on, guys.
Guys, you see this? We're in a new location. You see our background? Isn't that real cool? Like, seriously. Like seriously.
Yes.
Okay. So we haven't really left. We didn't really come on every Wednesday like we used to.
Right.
But we were doing lots and lots of good things.
Like we have a segment called a Walk and Talk with the Coopers, where we walk and we talk.
Yes.
Exercising and speaking.
Yes.
I love that.
I got super excited because last year, this time, we did something that we have been praying about, and we released our book, Love is so worth the work. Love is so worth the work. Love is so worth the work.
Uh-oh.
Love is so worth the work. You know, when you work hard for something, it may not come easy, but it's gonna take time as we walk this journey of love. Remember, love is so worth the work. Love is so worth the work.
Listen, that's a song that we wrote. That's a song that we wrote.
Behave.
What?
Go ahead.
That's a song that we wrote for the Love is Worth the Work, for the book. I'm not saying everything.
Yes, it was. Okay. Usually he does. All right, you can tell him.
What?
Thank you.
We wrote the song.
Everybody.
One night we said, you know what?
Thank you.
One night we said, you know, we need a theme song. We need a song that's going to go along with Love is Worth the Work, the book.
Right.
So we sat up in the middle of the night. We were sitting on the side of the bed, and we said, you know what? Let's start writing. Right. So we started writing, and then we went, do our management. Hey, we have a song. We want to put this out. We want to put it together.
Exactly.
So we finally got it together, and then
I thought Love is Worth the Work. You never know when we go live. Ed says whatever.
Stuff I should not be saying. Then I get kicked under the table.
No, but I think that's what makes us so unique. We're just authentic. We always be ourselves. We're always ourselves, and we want to share with you guys. But I do have to just watch him every now and then. Watch what he's gonna say.
I'm on punishment, man.
Hi, Naomi. I just don't know oftentimes what Ed's gonna say. But we're the Coopers. We are who we are. We're so glad you guys are rocking with us.
Yes.
So here's what happened. So we've been, we wrote a book.
Right. We created.
Okay, so Donnell, you just mentioned something that? Oh, thank you. You love my hair. Thank you.
Oh, you need the book on Amazon. Just type in "Love is Worth." Ed and Angel, the Cooper Chronicles. Love is Worth the Work.
Okay. All right. So wait, we have a couple of questions. So Joy Bell 20 says, so we want to really know what inspired that love. I'm going to tell you.
Wow.
Okay, that's a great question. So. Ed, you want to start it? Because I want to hear what he's going to say.
All right, yeah, because when I say it right, it's going to be wrong anyway. So in the book, I was talking about when I met Angel, my baby, my boo-boo. What did you say? What did you guys say? Your boo thing? What's the term now? My boo.
Well, that's what you used to say.
Yeah. So I was driving down the street,
Okay, we got to hear this story.
I was riding down the street. I looked. Okay. I said, oh, who's that young lady over there? So what really inspired us is the fact that I won't even go through that whole story, but it's in the book. What really inspired us is the fact that it was love at first sight. If you ever read the book and you hear the story, I gave her 24 hours to marry me. I said, I want to marry you. You got 24 hours to let me know. Yeah. And then I walked out the door like a G.
No, didn't get an answer.
I didn't get an answer.
I didn't respond. I didn't because I was like, who is this guy? He has so much confidence. I have to say that's what Ed exuded. And I never really had a serious relationship, so all I knew was what I saw in my household. And my mom and dad, they were married for 44 years before my dad passed away. And I had a good example, but I will say I was very leery about men, about dating, because I just thought some of them really wanted.
I came in like a knight in shining armor. If I had metal on, she'd be blinded right now.
Oh my gosh. See what I'm saying? And I will say that his confidence is pretty amazing, but he really showed me, this is what inspired my love for him, is because he really showed me that he cared, but not just by showing me, he respected me. Somebody on Joy asked the question, like what inspired the love, is that there was a mutual Did I say that right?
Yeah, a mutual understanding.
Understanding and respect for each other.
Respect for each other.
Honestly, that is really, really what happened.
It boiled down to
he respected me. I respected him. And then we endured. Then we started to go through the ups, the downs. She
was my girlfriend before she even knew it.
Because he didn't ask me. And
I didn't ask her. I said, you know what? You my girl.
Time out. Wait a minute. Time out.
She was home probably sleeping. Oh, I didn't know I was dating you.
No, because he was telling everybody.
I told everybody, yo, she's my girlfriend.
And so I
didn't let her know.
Right.
I forgot.
So he told someone that I was his girlfriend, and I was like, well, he never asked me. So I said to him, so I found out.
Called me up.
I did. I called him up, and
you know what? What's this you telling people that I'm your girlfriend and you never asked me?
So you know what he did? This is why he was, and this is big. So anybody that's in a relationship or maybe that respect on Instagram. Joy Bell says that respect is key, and you know what he did? He didn't just dismiss what I had said. No. But what he said was, let me start over.
So, October 26th, it was on a Sunday night, 1989. 1989, I was watching wrestling on my friend's house in Providence. I said, yo, listen. Hello.
This is pretty amazing.
I'm Ed. I want to know, do you want to go out with me? That's like, it felt like...
I love you too, Charles.
It felt like when you write that paper, do you love me? Check yes or no.
Right, but we were on the phone.
Or maybe...
Yeah.
See, one of those social media, we was on the phone. You get to talk on the phone, for you new guys.
And so... that he realized when I said, you never asked me out, you're telling everybody that we're going out. How is it that you're telling everybody else and I don't know? And you know what he did? He said, okay.
Yeah.
Did you come over?
No, I called you on the phone. And then I came over.
I had an attitude. I was trying to be all hard. I was a preacher's, PK.
She saw me. She started melting. She said, oh, he's so handsome. Oh, my goodness. I just can't. Knees knocking and everything.
Okay, that's not true. However, I will say this back to the response is when he realized that I was upset with him.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
He said, okay,
all right, let me do this right.
He said, let me do it right.
Yeah.
And then he said, is it okay? No, he said, I'd like to know, would you go out with me?
Yes.
And you know what I had the nerve to do? I had the audacity.
Tell me to wait.
No. I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was hesitant. I was like, knowing it was gonna be a yes.
She's trying to play that like,
I was like,
let me think about it. No,
so I said, and then I said yes. And then the rest is history. He ended up a couple of months after that. Ed went into the military, and then.
But I had to ask your dad first.
Woo!
I had to ask her dad for her hand. And listen, that's old school. I gotta go see the dad. And listen, that was that was the hardest conversation I ever had.
But I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's good. If you're dating, hi Charles, hi on Instagram, everybody. I want to say hi to everybody on Facebook, Instagram, and we're recording for YouTube. So I think that's so huge.
Right.
That being respectful to each other's concerns and maybe what matters to me. It may not matter to him, but because he respects me,
and it mattered to her, so you know what? I want to do that.
So
I did it the right way.
He went to my dad, and
he gave his blessings. Yeah. But listen, man, I'll tell you just how it is. What I had to do, I knew that in my mind I was not ready. I was ready for a relationship, but there were some things I had to take care of in myself.
Right.
So that's when I signed up. I went into the military because I said, you know what? I want to make sure that I can take care of my responsibilities and take care of my girlfriend, my wife. You know what I mean?
All right. So Joy Bell has a question. So I'm sorry, you guys. We could just were
you intimidated by her father because he had that look when he did? Yes, I was intimidated. I stood.
This is a very, very funny. That's a great question.
That's a good question. We was at Ross Williams Park. He said, "Come on, let's take a ride."
Okay, but
when somebody says
hold on, you gotta set it up. So
how do I set it up?
I told my dad, he was a pastor. He's since passed away now, but I told Dad, I said, Ed wants to talk to you. And I had already told Dad, I think he's gonna ask you if he can marry me, yada yada yada. So
I mean, how many years how long were we together?
We were only together like 4 months.
4 months.
And so I said, okay, Dad. I was the go-between. I was like, okay, Dad, he wants to talk to you. He was like, okay, tell him to call me. And Ed took forever to call me. He took forever.
I had to get myself right. It still wasn't right.
And then when they got, then he called him.
Listen, I called her dad. He said, listen, come on over. I want to talk to you. I said, okay. So I drove over.
Yeah.
He said, listen, let's take a ride. You know, when the dad tell you, let's take a ride, you know, you get nervous. Oh, wait a minute. All right, what's going on here? But that was the longest ride. We went to Roger Williams Park, you know, riding. And it took me at least almost close to a half hour to 45 minutes just to let him know, listen, I want to marry your daughter. But I did not break the ice. He did. He said, so you want to marry my daughter? I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, he said, yes, sir. So I said, you know what? You know, once I said that, and then he broke the ice, then we had a good conversation.
So he was scared, and I will say, Ed, you did a good job because my dad was 6'2", big guy, intimidated, but he was a gentle giant.
Gentle giant,
and I think that's still something that should happen today. If you have someone that gives you, you know, if your father is still around, or if there's someone that is around,
even an older brother.
Yeah, let them prove that respect to you, appreciate who you are, and recognize that, honoring you to say, you know, I'm taking you from your family and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to honor you. Yes. That's something where I think for me, you took that responsibility on, and you knew it was a lot of, like, it was a heavyweight.
Yes, it was. And she knew I loved her. I took her to a show, right? You know, downtown.
We're supposed to be checking in with you guys.
All right, well, listen. There's enough about it. Listen, we really want to check in with you guys.
Thank you.
Yes, we really want to check in with you guys, see how you're doing. Listen, all the stuff that is going on in the world today.
Yeah.
But really, it's really about the check-in. Let you guys, listen, we're doing fine, but we want to know that how you guys are doing.
Yeah.
You know,
you
can put some, you know, some notes in the comments, because we will answer you.
Yeah, we'll talk, we'll respond. But we do want, we did have something we want to share with you guys. We really, really want to share something that we found it was pivotal for where we are now.
Right.
In our relationship. Yep. It affected everything.
Everything. And should I tell them what it's about? What we want to share with them?
Yeah. We'll tell you. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, listen. What we want to share with you guys is the fact that we want to show you how you can unmute your voice.
Yeah.
Unmute your voice.
Yeah. I mean, in that relationship.
In your relationship.
I think there's so much that even when we started dating, like, we felt a little nervous, and we didn't want to share, like, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is right. And Ed was really quiet. He was like, I don't want to argue.
I was that type of person. Listen, I'm not gonna argue. I don't want to argue. You know, I didn't want to go through anything like that. But you know what? Sometimes you have to unmute your voice, because if you do not speak, things begin to build up, and when they build up, things become you have more problems.
I think.
But if you unmute your voice, though, listen. God is giving you a gift of whatever it is that you do when you unmute your voice. Yeah. It could be spoken word. It could be singing, talking.
That's good.
Whatever it is, unmute your voice.
And I think for us, we really want to talk to you guys about this relationship, because in relationship, when you don't communicate and you go mute and you get quiet, and then there's this built up of tension.
Right.
That's a problem.
It's an explosion that's about to happen. What you want to do is really cut it off at the pass. You know, listen.
Speak up.
Because I'm just speaking from experience. I was like that. I had to unmute my voice.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, unmute my voice made such an impact, not only to my wife, but to my family as well, and those who know.
Can I say something? Because I think Ed, you was thinking that I would be able to read your.
Guys, can I say this, gentlemen? Listen, your young ladies, your wives, your girlfriends, they cannot read your mind. You have to speak. You have to let whatever's bothering you, or whatever your feelings are, or your emotions, you have to speak and unmute your voice and let it out. Once you let it out, you find that you're going to feel a whole lot better.
I mean, but I think there are a few things that we had to do. And even with being a wife, I had to. Good night. Bless you too. Thank you. I love you guys.
Yes.
You know, there were some things even in the relationship that we had to learn how to really communicate. Like, not surface stuff. Not like,
hey, how you doing? Fine, and you? And, you know, you're out the door.
And learning how to get to the bottom of what was bothering Ed or bothering me. I'm going to speak for me. Like, I was like, well, if I complain, he may think that I don't love him. Or if I complain, Ed will think that I don't respect him.
It was nothing like that.
And I think you can be really in that misconception place thinking, okay, it's not. And really all along, you just, then you quiet down, then you mute, and then you don't say anything. And now everybody is like, what's happening? And then a day goes by, a month goes by. A year,
and then you really, then you really just messed up.
3 years.
So listen, that's why it is important to unmute your voice.
All right, can we tell them some of the things that they have to do to really, I think, to unmute, to really open up and begin to talk about it, because it could be childhood trauma that you experienced.
Yes, it could be like something that has affected you when you were young, or like even when you're old, something that has affected you, and you don't want to speak about.
Okay, so I'm gonna say for me, I didn't really date until I was older, and so when I did start talking to people, I didn't have a good experience. I felt like all men, like everybody said, like y'all say it.
Who, all girls?
Men. Most women say all men are dogs. Like, seriously, like they say, because they may have had a bad experience, and then they get into another relationship,
or that is
with a totally different new person, and then they carry that same energy into the next relationship.
And then, that's something that really should have been handled in the first relationship.
Right.
But it's like bringing a carryover. You're carrying it over into the next relationship.
And then,
which it affects that relationship because you're still doing the same thing as in the first by not unmuting your voice. So up earlier we said about unmuting your voice. Listen, to unmute your voice, there's some re's you have to do. Now, I'm saying re. Re. And here's a couple of reads. You have to, number one, you have to do what? You have to reevaluate. You have to reevaluate. You got to
do things differently. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over. If you know that if you are like the way I was, I would get so upset. Either I would shut down one, or I would respond with, an explosive, hollering, yelling, which is not getting Ed's attention. Yelling and screaming pushed him away. So I had to reevaluate and do things differently.
Right. Then number two, you reassess. I had to reassess things. If I was mute, I had to reassess how I was really handling things in a relationship, especially speaking out. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, she was not a mind reader. She was not.
I tried, but it wasn't working.
But it was not working. But she was not a mind reader. And then sometimes the very answer that you need, my wife had. But I wasn't the man enough to really speak out and say, listen, I wasn't speaking. But I found out now that the more I speak, the more I've learned, the more I learn, the more I get knowledge.
So we don't want you all to have to experience some of the pain, the trauma that we went through. Maybe we may have had some sleepless nights. Maybe I didn't want to talk to him because I was angry, because I thought he should know how I was feeling. And what we're explaining to you is that you don't have to experience
what we went through,
or go through that. And we want to teach you and show you what you need to do on how you need to unmute your voice. And not just in relationships, but whether it's a gift like Ed mentioned earlier that God has given to you, and you're sitting on it and you're not speaking up and saying, all right, God, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to handle it?
Wow.
So these, as Ed mentioned, he calls it the 3 re's.
Reevaluate, reassess. Now here's the third one now. The third one is a good start. Restart. Listen, you can start over.
Yeah.
Do not think that you cannot start over. Have you ever been in my mom used to tell me this sometimes. Listen, you need to go right back out there and come back in here a better way. So you go right back out and you go, hi Mom, how you doing?
That's good.
You restart things. Restarting is a way of getting things done right, the right way.
I think it's important that you share, number one, in a relationship, what you might be feeling. Because it impacts how your relationship will go for the next day, for the next minute, for the next hour, for the next day, for the next week, and for years. And if you hold on to things and not talk about it and not discuss it, then you are bound to have a really bad explosion, and it's not going to be for your good. It's going to be detrimental for your relationship.
We have a passage in the book. It's called "What's Under the Rug." You know, what do you sweep it under the rug? Yeah. You know, sometimes we try to sweep our problems and situations under the rug. Right. But what we fail to realize is that once you sweep these things under the rug, you start to get a mound of things. You got a mound of problems, a mound of situations that you have to be. You know, you're gonna have to deal with. Best thing I can tell you is this: leave nothing undone in your life.
Or in your relationship. That's really good, baby.
Leave nothing undone in your life or in your relationship.
Yeah, if God allowed you to be with that mate, that spouse, you know what? Work on it. And I have to tell you, people say, yeah, that's why we named the book Love is Worth the Work. Because you got to work. Relationships, this is not for the faint of heart.
Right.
Getting in a relationship, it means you got to work.
Yes, you do.
And so be willing to work at the things that you may not understand. We're both different.
Right. We're just we're two imperfect people, but we're perfect for each other.
And so all of your differences, it's okay to be different. It's okay to not maybe like the same thing. But if you all cannot come together and unmute your voice
unmute your voice, then then the situation is gonna happen. Right. But I would really like to say this, you know, with everything that's all the climate and everything that's going on in the world today, you know, some people may be going through, you know, some people may not even want to speak upon some of the things that they're going through, you know, and it's real, people, it's real. But listen, we want you to know that we're here. We're here to help. Yeah. We always say, if we can't help you, we know someone who can. Or we'll put you in touch with someone who can assist you in whatever the situation may be.
And so you're not alone. Alone. During this pandemic, there have been increases of divorce rates.
Oh my Lord, abuse,
abandonment, relationships.
Yes,
because of the stress level. And what we seem to realize is that our prayers to God is what gets us through. That has always been our foundation. And people look at our pictures and then they laugh and they say, "Wow, you guys are amazing. I want a relationship like this." And I go,
she leans in like, really?
I don't know if you want a relationship like this, because it required a
lot of work.
A lot of
work on, especially on my part, you know.
And my part too, because I didn't understand why we had to experience what we experienced, but God knew.
And you know what? The Lord knew why we had to go through those experiences, and later on in life, we saw the reason why. Then that's why we became life coaches.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's all about help.
And I think we're more comfortable now to share.
Right.
And we want you all to know it's okay to share with people that have your best interests at heart.
Yeah, keyword, please say that again.
Share with people that have your best interests at heart. Don't unmute to people that's going to take your business and share it
on Facebook, Instagram. You know, never put your business out on social media.
And let me tell you, dealing with discouragement in relationship is really interesting and tricky, especially if you are life coaches.
Right.
But just because we have happy pictures, it doesn't mean we have
happy moments.
Right. Well, we have difficult moments.
Right.
But it's how you handle.
What's the thing your dad said? It's 90%. No, it's 10% on what happens to you, and it's 90%
on how you respond.
If only what you did affected only you.
Right. So don't place all your business on Facebook. You guys may not see all our problems on Facebook, but that's not your business to know all of our problems, right? It's our business to handle it the right way. And me, as a wife, I have to respect my husband. Even still, we have a disagreement.
Right.
And understanding what that looks like, we want to teach you all how to do those things. Because you know what? It's okay. Even the Bible talks about that in James. It says, be angry, but sin not. Yeah, there have been times that, we right? It's true. Or you just are upset because he squeezed the toothpaste from the bottom.
Yeah, she squeezed it from the top.
And so we may not get along all the time, but I think it's important that we could share with you out of 28 years of experience that we understand how to handle certain situations. We have made it this far. And
we're going to make it further.
Yeah, and so you all can make it too. So we want to let you know, don't walk around being muted, being angry,
unmute,
bitter,
discouraged,
unhappy.
Wow, there's just so many words that we can put in there, but the best thing is to unmute yourself, speak, and listen. Not only as I said before, it's not only going to have an impact on you, but it's going to have an impact on your spouse, your children, your family, even within your community. People will see. There will be a difference when you unmute yourself and you tell it like it is.
You have to talk. Really what it's about is about communication. It's healthy communication. Because I think most of us, that's what happens in marriages. A lot of failed marriages is because there's somebody's needs aren't being met, somebody is not listening, somebody isn't talking, somebody isn't sharing.
Wow.
That's really the divorce rates. It's high, and because people aren't really sharing. They're really going mute. They're like, you know what, I'm done. And that covenant is not really being taken serious. Because it's not being taken serious is because they'd rather not roll up their sleeves and do what we say in our book. Love is worth the work. You've got to really work at this. It's serious. If you get married, if you're going to get married, you better get ready for some work.
But can I tell you this? You may have disagreements, but once you get over those disagreements, when you go through, the Lord's going to allow you to go through. He's going to give you a way of dealing with it. The benefits far outweigh the situation that you may have gone through. Right. You realize that, you become a little bit stronger, you become a little bit wiser in your thinking and in your thought pattern, and, and then things start to work out better. Now, we're not saying what helps us out may help you out, but you cater it, you do it to where it's beneficial.
I believe what happens is we have a baseline for you that you can tailor make it to yourself. But at the end of it all, at the end of the day, as they would say, communication is still what's going to get you to the root of your problem.
Wow.
If you do talk about it, then you'll know what, I had to find out what was bothering it.
Right.
What was bothering me. I had to share it. That's the bottom line. And the issues that's happening in relationships is either you're not talking about it,
or someone's not speaking about it, and then all of a sudden everything's blown out of proportion. It's angry.
People are angry and mad. And who would it be? We're in a pandemic.
Yep. And I'm not going to get into that debate.
It's a pandemic. It's something that we've never seen, and so
something that we never experienced
There's
before.
No blueprint on it, but there is the basis of it all is you still have to learn how to communicate.
I like the fact you said
healthy.
Right.
Healthy communication.
I like the fact you said that there's no blueprint. Listen, you are the architect of your relationship.
Right.
You are the architect of your situation, of your marriage. Listen, work things